Welcome to the Create Harmony podcast with Sally Burlington. This is a podcast about setting an intentional rhythm, about savoring life's blessings and learning how to use our imagination as a way of listening to God. If you want to learn more about how to bring stillness and gratitude into your life, you'll probably find a lot here that you love. And if you like to be creative and fun, there is a place for you here as well. In this place, we'll take a few minutes to celebrate everyday joys and remind ourselves how to notice goodness all around us. Welcome back to episode 22 of the Create Harmony podcast. So we are so glad that you are here. This is our final episode of our Winter Wellbeing series, and for review, we started out by creating our own at-home spa to raise our self-care, and hopefully you use that as a chance to really take in the idea that you are beloved. And then we moved on to some recipes for wellness tonics and some juice shots, and that might have boosted your immune system to get you through cold and flu season. And the next thing we did was imagine ourselves dreaming big and finding new possibilities in our lives this year. And then finally, last week, we examined the way we make meaningful connections with others. So if you missed any of that, you're going to want to go back and catch yourself up so that your winter well-being will be on the rise. So today, we are going to wrap up the series by talking about mindset shifts. So we're at the time of year that nature is just before shifting into a new season. So tiny changes are happening all the time. Days are getting ever so slightly longer, and sometimes we have a warmer day. We've recently had some warmer days, and under the ground, there are seeds and sprouts getting ready for spring. So depending on where you live, you may see more visible signs of these shifts. So you may live somewhere where you're still getting tons of snow and it might be cold and it might be gray. You might still be really in the thick of winter, or you might live somewhere where you're having some warmer days and you're starting to see tiny little peaks of green leaves coming out in nature. So this shifting in nature makes me think about how we can make a shift in our minds. So a few weeks back, it's closer to the beginning of the year, I posted something on social media. I put a post on social media, and it listed some positive mindset shifts. And these were just some ways that you could change the way you viewed your everyday activities, things that we do all the time that we a lot of times view as have-tos. And it was a way to look at them in more positive light. And it was really one of my most popular posts. And they were things like, I'll give you some examples. There were things like, the weekend with your kids is a way to become more playful, or exercise is a way to move your healthy body, or cleaning your house is a way to declutter your space and declutter your mind, stuff like that. And for me, this gave practical ways to reframe my routine tasks, and it really gave them more value, and it brings a more joyful spirit into my everyday. So this got me wondering what that might look like as a part of my every day-to-day rhythm. So in the past, I've talked about the fact that I needed to add to-dos to my list that related to peace. So I needed to really make that a to-do. And there seemed like an opportunity along those lines here. So what if I added a to-do to look at my task list each week and try to reframe each of those things in more positive language? Could I write them down more as opportunities rather than shoulds? And would that mindset shift make me become more motivated and less overwhelmed? So for example, if I was going to have to change the sheets and wash the laundry, we all have to do things like that. Instead of seeing it as, I got to wash the laundry again, I got to change the sheets, I could write, washing your sheets gives you a relaxing place to sleep at night, or cleaning your clothes provides you with new, clean things to wear. And somewhere in this approach, to me, seems like the posture of gratitude, which I really like. It's not directly giving thanks for my belongings, but it's coming at life with a mindset of feeling more blessed. And the more I focus on how blessed I am, the happier I will be. So another aspect of a positive mindset shift that I've been employing lately is celebrating wins. So I was going through a period of time that I was really just feeling busy. I was feeling tired. I was constantly overwhelmed. And I felt like I needed an extra day in each week to get everything done. And then one day, after I'd had my meditation and quiet time, I realized God helped shift my focus, I guess, that I was putting my attention on things that were left undone and completely ignoring all the things that I had accomplished for that week. And so at that point, I took a few minutes to write out what I had gotten done the previous week. And I was shocked at how long of a list I had made. So celebrating the things I had accomplished helped me settle my mind and let me see that I was moving along through life at a steady and competent pace. There was no need to stress about the things left undone. I was handling my tasks very well, and it helped me see myself more clearly. This positive mindset shift was a step towards self-care that I didn't even expect. So this is a challenge to you, dear listener, to think about ways that you might shift your mind. Where could you bring more peace and joy into your life by just shifting the way that you think about what you do each day? How could you treat yourself more gently? And to get you started, I will repost the list of positive mindset shifts this week on Instagram so that you'll have a little inspiration on where you might be going. So now it's time for us to shift again our gears towards our hygge habit for today. So hygge, in my opinion, is the perfect example of a positive mindset shift. So hygge comes from the Danish culture, and this is where our Danish friends are really getting it right. Instead of looking at winter as this dark time of cold and staying indoors and getting sick and just a really dark, dreary time, they view it through the lens of hygge, which is a time of gathering together, celebrating warmth and coziness, living simply, wearing comfy clothing, lighting a candle, enjoying a hot mug of cider, reading a book by the fire, enjoying some woolen socks, snuggling up with a soft blanket, and embracing hominess. All of those positive things are part of hygge. It's a different way to look at the winter season. So our habit for today is to look around our lives and find ways to snuggle up to the things that we have around us. Find ways to light up our homes with the fire of a glowing candle and to savor our day like the warmth of a cup of tea. May it be so. So I hope you enjoyed all of this winter well-being series, and we'll be back next week with a new episode on a new topic related to peace and joy. And until next time, peace.